14, 2020. Happy Valentine, everyone. Today I'll be talking about capitalism and socialism, what they are, and how they are in real life. So, capitalism is an economic and political system in which a country, trade, and industry are controlled by private owners for profit rather than by state. It is a system based on private ownership, including private property, capital accumulation, wage labor, voluntary exchange, being a market. So in this case, you could say you could hustle a lot. So as long as you work, you'll make your money, and no one will interfere. Basically, the government doesn't interfere to your market, and no one will get part of your cut. So if you work them, you keep that. So you can work as much as you want. This concept was founded by Adam Smith. He had introduced three laws of this: law of self-interest, which means that you're self-interested in yourself, of hustling; law of competition, making an economic equalizer. So basically, with competition, it helps the market a lot. Law of supply and demand, bringing in also the economic market. Smith's ideas are supported by British and economists Thomas Malthus and David Ricardo. Capitalism could be traced back to the ancient world, since it was one of the systems that was usually used. Basically, company ownership, entrepreneurship, my bad. So if you were like an owner in some certain time period, you're basically doing capitalism as long as the government doesn't interfere. The closest that we found could be from 16th to 17th and 18th century, during the Middle Ages in England. You could see that since there was a change from commerce and from commerce to industry, and there was a major change, and this also brought in capitalism, since mass production was high demand and a lot of supply, making it cheaper and equilibrating the market. So this proceeding was invested in the practical application of technical knowledge. So this was a new advancement of a new system, an idea of having a new market with no government interference. Okay, so in real life, we could say in the United States, it's a capitalism country. Donald Trump, which is the president, has a lot of companies, and he rather not get taxed. So you get me? So he does to all the millionaires, billionaires. He gives them a middle class too. He gives them a reduction in tax. So that's one case of capitalism. So socialism is the exact opposite of, well, not really the exact opposite. It's still a market, but it's not what capitalism offers you. So instead of having self-interest, you can have the interest of everyone. It is a political and economic system of the social organization with advocate that means production, distribution, and exchange should be owned or regulated by the community or a whole. This means that a whole country could govern the whole production and selling of a company. So you and your friend could work at the same place doing the same job. You could work more hours and he could work less. You still get the same things as him. So there's no wages. There is no unions. And everyone is just, they're all winning the same. So everyone's equal to each other. This eventually brought to the idea of communism. Communism could be traced to the Soviet Union, where Stalin, he did a revolution with Russia, made it the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union became a socialist and eventually became communist. And it was a bad time for Russia. Everyone was like in need. So they will only supply the things they needed in life. So that's a real life scenario about this. It collapsed. It's not reliable. Socialism is not reliable because no one gets to be satisfied. You just get what you need. Okay, so yeah, that's about it for socialism. So the differences between socialism and capitalism could be that capitalism is more of a free market, more entrepreneurship, and more self-independence for yourself. You're free. you get to do what you want. And also, capitalism is more like of a, how can I say, public market, public trade, more than no government interference, no control. You yourself control the market, basically. So in socialism, against the government is the one in charge. You will be working endless days and be paid the same as a guy that doesn't work at all. Socialism could also be said that it is different to capitalism because the way the things are run, the government interferes the market. They interfere there to the supply, the demand, everything, crashing the market and causing a low demand and high supply. So yeah, and there is no such thing as owning property or owning how can you say, a company. So that's the ideas of the differences of socialism and capitalism. The only similarities they got is that they're both economic and political systems. They both are markets in some way. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much what it is. And it could be that government could interfere with both, depending though. But like pure capitalism, pure socialism, capitalism doesn't interfere with government. That's everything I got to say today. Well, thank you. Thank you for watching. I'll see